Meet the Classic GT, Gaggia's hotly anticipated new dual boiler machine. It brings incredibly stable brew temps, steam that just won't quit, externally adjustable brew pressure, and more. But its standout feature? Low flow pre-infusion. So what exactly is low flow pre-infusion? How do you use it? And why do I think the GT nails it better than other machines in its class? Hey Espresso lovers, Mark here from Latte Love. If you missed my full review of the Classic GT, I'll link it up here for you or down there in the description. That video dives deep into brew temp testing, steam performance, and all the other fun stuff. But today it's all about the very cool pre-infusion capabilities of this machine. And let me tell you, the Classic GT has what is the most user-friendly, feature-rich pre-infusion setup I've seen in this price range. 3 simple presets? Check. Fully manual mode with dual phase control and built-in timers? Absolutely. All using a gentle, low flow rate to prep your puck for perfect extractions. So coming up in this video, details on those 3 easy-to-use presets. I'll show you how I use the manual pre-infusion, and I'm gonna finish up with an unedited clip showing an extraction with no pre-infusion, pulling in 54 seconds, and then using the same grind and dose, I'll pull a shot with pre-infusion that fully saturates the puck in 15 seconds, proof that even if you're using a high-density coffee ground way too fine, the low-flow pre-infusion on the GT will fully saturate the entire coffee puck. So let's break it down. What makes the Classic GT's pre-infusion special? Well, unlike other dual boiler machines in the same price class, some of which have button menus so confusing they should come with a decoder ring, the GT keeps things simple, and that's a good thing because nobody wants to play guess the function before pulling their first shot. On the Classic GT, you've got 3 automatic pre-infusion presets, plus a manual pre-infusion mode with individual timers for the low flow and soak phases. An unrestricted low flow rate averaging about 3.5 grams per second for the medium and light presets, and manual mode. Real-time displays showing low flow time, soak time, and the shot time. It's basically pre-infusion for, the rest of us humans. To use the automatic pre-infusion, press the touchscreen to go into the settings and pick from the 3 presets based on your coffee's roast level and density, dark, medium, or light. Turn on pre-infusion, flip the brew switch, and the GT takes it from there. Now, so you know, the timings I'll discuss here apply only to GTs shipping in the US and Canada for now. Use a dark preset for, you guessed it, dark roasts or coffees that are a little past their prime. The sole purpose is to prevent channeling without changing the basic extraction. Pump's gonna kick on for 2 seconds, then pauses for 1. That brief flow with no pressure wets the top of the puck only with about 15 grams of water and helps prevent channeling before the full flow and pressure build for the extraction. This setting will not over-extract dark roasts and can help reduce stale flavors in older coffees. The medium preset is perfect for, surprise, most medium roasts. Here the pump runs for 8 seconds at an average unrestricted flow rate of about 3.5 grams per second, then pauses for a 3-second soak before full extraction. It's ideal for medium density coffees. At this pre-infusion setting, the goal is to fully saturate the puck. Doing that helps to balance out acids that extract easily by extracting more sugars, oils, and solids. Doing this brings more balance to the taste experience. If you use the medium pre-infusion setting and the puck is not fully saturating, then you should move up to the light setting. Now it's easy to check for full saturation using a naked portafilter and a shot mirror if you don't like bending over. When espresso just starts to appear on the bottom of that filter basket, you have full saturation in the puck. The light setting, again, it's going to be the one to use if you did not get full puck saturation of a medium or light roast coffee at the medium setting. It increases the pump on time to 12 seconds, again at that unrestricted average flow rate of about 3.5 grams per second before the 3-second soak. If you know your coffee is a higher altitude, light roast, single origin with higher density, you might just start at this pre-infusion preset. Like the medium setting, the goal again is to fully saturate the puck to help extract more sugars, oils, and solids to balance out the taste experience compared to the acids, which again, they're gonna extract easily during a extraction without the pre-infusion. It really helps to reduce the bright acidity that's common in very fresh from roast coffees, and once again, it's going to help reduce channeling. For full control, manual pre-infusion of timing is the way to go. On the GT, it's instantly accessible with no menu diving. Just press and hold that pre-infusion switch. You get up to 30 seconds of low flow, followed by up to 30 seconds of soak before you start your full extraction by pressing the brew switch. It's my favorite way to use pre-infusion on the GT. I use this a lot with those very fresh, high-altitude single-origin coffees. I'll let the low flow run until I see the first drops just pushing through the basket in a naked portafilter. Usually happens in around 13 to 15 seconds when using those very dense coffees. When that happens, I'm usually seeing about 3 bar on the brew pressure gauge. Then I pause for a few seconds, hit the brew switch, and boom, a beautiful and tasty extraction. Now, if you're not seeing full saturation in 15 seconds, it might be an indication your grind is too fine. Now, what's totally awesome and very useful is the GT's display showing timing for all 3 phases when using manual pre-infusion. The low flow, soak, and shot time, you'll know exactly what you did, which means you can actually repeat it when you nail that perfect shot. Imagine that. So before we go, here's that unedited footage showing that even if you're grinding way too fine with denser coffee, the GT's pre-infusion will totally saturate the coffee puck. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do I got a really tight grind here, so get a really long extraction. Then I'm gonna do with some pre-infusion, a long 3 gram per second pre-infusion. We're gonna see that we can totally soak the puck probably when we do that. Well, not probably, we will. We got a shot mirror here. You'll be able to see the pressure gauge. The timing up here you should be able to see using Adam W65 grind by weight grinder. The coffee we'll be using, this is an Ethiopia Limu. It's pretty dense. It's 1,700 meters average elevation, single origin here. Here's those beans. And take a look at it. You see a lot of smaller beans in there. So a pretty dense coffee. So let's grind that. Let me wipe out my portafilter here. And we're going to do 18 gram dose. We'll do a 1-to-2 ratio with this. And I'll have the scale down here so you can see the weights. You'll be looking for right around 36 grams out. Do like this grinder, by the way. So I'm going to use these Bravo tools here. We're going to keep everything consistent as possible. So I like these for that. And spin 3 that way, 3 this way, and give it a push stamp. And again, this first one is going to be a totally normal extraction, no pre-infusion. Should run really long. So I do have the grind tight. And we'll tear our scales, tear it out. Okay, so we're going to just do a normal pre-infusion. And again, this grind's really tight. It's just starting to come through a little bit. Got a drip there at about 12 seconds. It's going to take a while. It wouldn't surprise me if we're at like 50 seconds-ish here. Starting to find its way through. Again, this grind is way too fine. I'm going to try and cut it, right around 34, so you end up with 36 here, or 36 seconds. You got 18 grams at 42. So yeah, this one's running along. This grind is too tight. 48 seconds. Ready to cut this. We are at 9 bar, and cut it there. So you end up. Yeah, just a hair short, 35.21. Now, with that really long extraction here, we may have some hang up here, we'll see. It's been my experience. No, we're fine. Okay. Give that a wipe out and dry. And again, now I haven't changed the grind at all, so the grind is way too tight. Just want to show you, even with a tight grind, with a 3 gram per second pre-infusion, you are going to be able to get the puck fully saturated. So go for that 18 grams again. Save that. Now we do suggest, I'll show you that in a minute. You don't have to, but we do suggest a short little flush. And part of the reason for doing this video here is I did come across a video where I don't know what was going on, but who's ever using this machine with the low flow pre-infusion was not able to get a full saturation of the puck. I do every single time. I don't know if they were using the machine wrong or something else was up. but I'm going to show you. So exact same grind. And now we do suggest, if you're going to use the pre-infusion, the low-flow pre-infusion, again, you don't have to do this. Just give it a quick little flush to make sure the water, that's all you got to do. If you saw my other video, you know this machine is incredibly temperature consistent. All right, so here we go. So keep an eye on the shop mirror. And so you can press this and hold to get our long pre-infusion. There it goes. You can hear the difference maybe in the pump there. We're doing 3 grams per second. And my experience has been coming through at about 15. Keep an eye on that. There it is. Right at 15. Now I'm going to go to the regular infusion. You saw the drip there. You saw it come through the bottom of the portafilter. Looking good. We'll take this to the same, right about 36 grams. Technically, it says our pre-infusion was 16 seconds with a 2-second passive phase before we started the shot. Get ready to close that. We're at 9 bar. And little late there, but the extraction time on that with the pre-infusion was 23 seconds. I do want to give these a taste. We'll start with the extra long one, which is likely going to be, yeah, a little over extracted. And I'll try this one here. This is a pretty fresh from roast coffee here. Oh yeah, that one is nice. This is the one I would do. We always taste them all, so you know what we're getting. And I don't know if you noticed, like during the pre-infusion itself, you did see the pressure come up in the portafilter by the gauge here. So there you have it. Even with that super tight grind, you are going to be able to fully infuse a puck. Bottom line, I love how easy and accessible pre-infusion is on the Classic GT. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced user chasing flavor nuance, this machine gives you the tools without the frustration. And that low flow implementation, it's surprisingly close to the kind of pre-infusions you can do on machines that cost a lot more, minus the learning curve. And this one's got easy repeatability. Now, if you've got questions about the Classic GT, its pre-infusion features, or anything coffee related, drop those for me down in the comments. I'm always happy to help you out. I'm Mark. Thanks for watching. And hey, if you're as into coffee and espresso as I am, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single shot of espresso and coffee content from Whole Latte Love.